26th, 4 p.m. Eastern across the league. Jeff, we'll stick with you as we talk about tight end. And obviously we have to hone in on Isaiah Likely. He successfully underwent that foot procedure just a couple weeks ago. Where do you view, from a designation standpoint, how they might handle him? What are you hearing? I know he's been around the facility you had mentioned on last week's show. Where are his spirits at, and where's the conversation surrounding number 80?
Yeah, saw him today, actually. He was he ducked out of the team facility a little bit from the door and was just watching practice. So, he's still been around every day. I think they're just going to, I asked John Harbaugh about him yesterday, and he said there was really no updates. Everything's coming along fine. Even if he doesn't play week 1, even if they feel like he's unlikely for week 1 and 2, I don't know, man. I think they're going to roll the dice and just keep him on the 53. I mean, you put him on IR, that means he couldn't practice until week 5, and his first game couldn't be any earlier than week 5. There's some important games week 1 through 4. And if there's even an outside chance you get him back for week 3 and 4, I think you roll the dice and give him all the time he needs. And it kind of reminds me, guys, of I think it was 2023, right? Marlon Humphrey had, I believe, his foot surgery as well. And there was exact same question. Would he be ready for week 1? Probably not. How long he's going to take? Well, you know what? They kept him on the 53-man roster. He still missed the first 4 games. So as it turns out, maybe it would have been smarter to put him on IR. But I don't think they think of that like that. I think they think of it like, hey, this guy's one of our really good players. These games are important. We need to give him, we need to keep a carrot out in front of him to say, hey, keep rehabbing hard. We're keeping you on the roster, so whenever you're ready. So I think he's going to be on the 53-man roster. They still have, I would imagine they'll give him a good health evaluation. They still have a week to see how he's recovering, and they'll make a decision there. But even if it looks like he could be back in mid-September, by week 3, maybe, I think you got to roll the dice and say, look, we're rolling with this guy. We'll take 3 tight ends. If he's inactive, we'll use one of the, and we feel like we need another tight end for a game. We could always, elevate somebody from the practice squad for that game. But at this point, I think you have to put him on the 53 and give him every opportunity to get back within that first 4 weeks.
Yeah, and there's really no tight end on, and we've kind of seen it in the past, right? You remember Vovolek was making plays in the preseason.
He's still around, right?
Yeah, and there was a guy a few years ago, and I can't remember his name, and I just remember him lighting up the preseason. This was like, I think before, might have been like 2016, and he was just really good. A lot of people thought he'd make the team. I keep scrolling. I can't find it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But we've had guys flash in the past at tight end, and that hasn't really happened this preseason. And so, as I've been trying to play around with 53-man roster projections, I keep I put Ricard with my tight ends, and I have the 3 without Likely. Andrews, Kolar, Ricard. Who else am I adding? So really, it's not like someone's pushing him out of the picture. Not that anyone would push Isaiah Likely out of the picture, especially a UDFA, but there's not someone out there that, could be that special teamer that could, eat a couple snaps. So, I prefer